Hello, beautiful people, lovers of good things, lovers of goodwill all over the globe. I bring greetings from a grateful heart. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on your time zone. Thank you so dearly for always supporting this platform. I really do appreciate. In case you are hearing our voice for the first time, or you are coming across us for the first time, we still remain your one and only Progress News, giving it to you back to back. Remember, in this platform, we react to all videos, and your opinion is highly needed. So sit back, watch this video, and
extraordinary tomorrow. Tomorrow is Wednesday, the 25th. I don't want anybody to misplace these two different dates. Tomorrow, being Wednesday, is the 25th of May 2022, while our leader's court case is coming up on the 26th. But tomorrow at noon, your friends all over the world, each and every one of you must get an egg. An egg, and this egg, especially those in Biafra land, this egg must come from our local fowl. I'll use Igbo language here, but pardon me, people. I hope somebody will also be able to, while passing this information around, other Biafran languages you can, translate it. We call it Aqua Okoko Igbo, egg from the local fowl that we have in our land. Everyone, those in diaspora, if you're able to lay your hand on the same type of egg, that would be great. Otherwise, you use the egg that you may be able to lay your hand on. Please, this is key to those in Biafra land. Your egg must be Aqua Okoko Igbo and nothing else. Now, at noon, 12 noon, at midday, what you need to do is that we have to pray for the safety and well-being and freedom of our leader, Nnamdi from the hand of the enemy, and pray that every plan of the enemy and evil ones against him shall not come to pass. We shall pray to Chukwu and to our ancestors to safeguard our land and our people against every machination of Nigeria and Britain. We must pray against those spilling innocent blood in Biafra land. Pray against any obstacle on our way to freedom. After you have done this prayer, probably in the comfort of your zone, in your comfort of your room or apartment or wherever, use the egg and circle it 4 times over your head. Pay very good attention. After all the prayers and of course, this prayer that I mentioned here, it is not written in stone. You can add other prayers that will, of course, be to the achievement of our objective, which is the freedom of Onyendu, the freedom of Biafra land, and every other good thing that you wish our people, the Biafran people. This represents the 4 market days in Biafra land, Eke, Ori, Awo, and Ebo. Now you take the egg outside. Please do not break the egg inside your house. But before breaking the egg, you must speak that as you are about to break the egg, or that as you break the egg, you are breaking every hand holding on Nnamdi, whether it be the hand of human being or the hand of spirit. You will also pray and speak that you are breaking every obstacle, whether spiritual or physical, blocking our path to freedom and restoration of Biafra. And you may add 1 or 2 more other things that are very, very there that you may think that are affecting our people negatively, and after that, you break that very egg. And like I always say, we have entered the battle that is done in the realms of the spirit. That is why the camp of the enemy, they are wondering what is going on. After they have used all that, they have all the funds, all the people that they led to infiltrate this movement. All their efforts have failed because our problem began, and we have gone back to our roots, and we are calling upon our ancestors. Those of them who laid down their lives for this very struggle, those whose blood were shed and spilled, those whose spirits are still hovering, we have called upon them, and they are joining us in this very battle. As we do the physical, they are doing those that has to be done, or things that has to be done in the spiritual realm. Now, great dear friends, we must also know that the 30th of May is Biafran Heroes and Heroines Remembrance Day. I have already said something about this very event coming up, and I will continue to speak on it until the day is upon us, which is not very far away. It's of course next week. And May 30th, as we know, is very important in the history of Biafrans. On this very day again, Biafra land will be on a total lockdown. No movement. We do not even want to see a goat or a fowl, whatever kind of animal, on the street on that day, because that day belongs to the spirit of our great heroes and heroines. We will not forget the sacrifices, the ultimate sacrifices that they made, which is the reason that many of us, in fact, that Biafra and Biafrans are still alive today. So in recognition of that sacrifices and in appreciation of the supreme price they paid, we must on the 30th have and mark a total lockdown of Biafra land. The Ipob family in the diaspora will observe this day, as I earlier indicated and said, in a town hall format with lectures and symposia, which will of course tell the story of Biafran people, tell the story of our mothers, of our children, of our parents, grandparents, uncles, and nieces, the suffering that they went through. We must continue to tell their story and not allow anyone else to tell the story for us. So these symposia and these lectures, of course, must be preceded with the usual prayers we pray for our departed heroes and heroines, and we pray in their honor and remember them, and after that the lectures can commence. Ipob United Kingdom has been given a special exception to organize a protest in the United Kingdom targeting very key places, which includes the Babylon Broadcasting Corporation, or other name that they are called is the British Biased Corporation. The Ipob family in the UK will organize a protest in before their headquarters on this very day. Every Biafran is mandated, please, every Biafran, wherever you may be on that day, it does not matter whether you are at work or you are in your room or you are in a hall, participating in this very, very eventful occasion. Every Biafran is mandated to observe a 2-minute silence at exactly midday, 12 noon, in the honor of all our fallen heroes and our brave heroes. There is something going on in the zoo, and those who have the inner eye already have discerned where all this is heading towards. From Sokoto to Kano to Abuja and now Lagos, the properties, the lives, and the well-being of Biafrans is in serious jeopardy. We have seen it. From the killing of Deborah Samuel, a young girl whose parents suffered to send to school, and for no reason, bloodthirsty individuals just murdered this young woman in cold blood. And what happened after this woman was murdered? The mob, they were fed what they usually feed them. They are intellectuals, the Fulani quasi-intellectuals, those they call their religious leaders, they are scholars. They put fuel into the fire of what transpired, and the mob, after getting to frenzy, they went about destroying the lives and properties of Biafran people in Sokoto State. As if that was not enough, they went to another place in Kano, and children who left their homes with their parents just sent to school. They placed a bomb in their school and cut short the life of this very young generation. At the onset, they began to lie, because that is the hallmark of the zoo. From their head to their toe, they are all liars. They began to lie that what transpired in Abuja was a gas explosion. Gas explosion, my faith. The police, forgetting that they already had an internal memo explaining and describing the actual occurrence, the fact that a suicide bomber was responsible for this very murderous and barbaric act, they shamelessly came on live televisions and began to turn the story around. That is what they do. And at the end of the day, still without shame, they now swallow their words back, and they have finally accepted that indeed it was a bomb explosion. that was caused by what? A suicide bomber. And who are the people responsible for that? Of course, we know those who are suicide bombers in that contraption, that damnable place called the Zoological Republic of Nigeria. And lives were lost as people were still contemplating what is going on. Abuja was next. Abuja was next without any provocation, without any reason. The day-to-day market, one of the, as they described, one of the biggest parts or whatever, how do they put it now? The material market, including, of course, our brothers of the Dudu Republic or Dudu Nation. They targeted that, and the Abuja minister, not really caring about the people who have lost millions and billions of their means of livelihood, he went ahead to do what? To say he want to close it. And of course, they close it. Want to carry out an investigation that they don't even know how to begin to do that. What you need to do is to arrest those who are responsible for that barbaric and evil act. But no, the victim must be punished again for doing nothing. I want to tell you, all of you, Biafrans who are still living in the northern part of the zoo. If you are a Biafran and you reside outside of Biafra land, and you have decided, of course it is a choice, you have decided to remain at your location, then you must listen to the advice our great general gave to our people in time past by. Listen to that advice, and I will tell you, if you decide to remain at your location, be it in the north or wherever, then you must earnestly put mechanisms in place to defend your life, your property, and of course your businesses. This is the advice I will give you tonight, and I hope those who are in charge of all these matters, where the majority are Biafran people doing their businesses, you must make sure you take this advice very, very seriously. Very, very seriously. I'll leave it at that for now. Now in Biafra land, we have been witnessing, we have seen an orchestrated act of violence and barbarism and acts of what you can describe taking place in our land. It is very clear that the violence in Biafra land is part of a well-planned jihad against the Biafran people. It's been a long time that we have been hammering this into the ear of our people. They do not hear. They do not hear, or they hear from one ear to go out from the other ear. Nnamdi was very clear when he warned us about this time as far back as 2015. He warned us of what is happening now. He warned us that it's going to come. He asked for us to be ready. Some people who are doing what they were laughing at him. And now, let's say to go. But we must continue. Biafrans, with the exception of those who are core IPOB family members, they refused to take his warning seriously. Now the hour is upon us, and people are still groping in the dark. You're still, wondering what is going on, and some will even say IPOB is responsible. Those who are being used by the Nigerian establishment to create an environment of insecurity in our land should be ready for what is coming to them. Those of you who have made themselves available to be the vessels through which the enemy will implement their evil agenda in our land and against our people, I am telling you tonight is the 24th of May 2022. Go and write it. You must be prepared for what is coming to you. I want to let everybody know, those who are listening tonight, as far back as March of this year, some of these individuals inadvertently, unknowingly exposed their plan when they said that they will go after assemblymen and then the governors in Biafra land. Pay attention. What information I'm giving you now is there on the social media. They made it clear that from March, and we are now in what month? March is gone, April and May, 2 months or thereabout after. They told us that they will go after assemblymen, and then after that they will go after the governors. People they will close their eyes as if they don't see. Their brain is blocked. They don't listen anymore. Even when you put this evidence before them, they will think that you're probably making a joke. We have now seen the result of that threat in the barbaric and gruesome cold-blooded murder of the Nnamdi State Assemblyman. We have seen it. And we are also witnessing that these agents of Lucifer, that the work that they were given is to create a semblance of insecurity in our land for them to see if they can achieve their warped objective. These agents are not fighting for the restoration of Biafra. If they tell you they are not fighting for Biafra. Rather, they are fighting to stop the coming of Biafra. And our people must be aware of this and pay very, very good attention to this information. Now again, they want to put the lives of Biafrans resident in northern Nigeria into great jeopardy by the cowardly murder of a housewoman and some houses in Biafra land. And you people will ask yourself, our leader, who always tells us that he is fighting for every oppressed man and woman in the zoo, how can a structure he put in place now turn around and begin to do what to commit such evil acts against those who are also suffering as we are suffering? We as a people we do not have anything even against the normal Fulani person. Those of them are also suffering from the quagmire that has become the zoological people in Nigeria. And not to talk about the Hausa people. We have nothing against the Hausas as a race. We have nothing against the Udua nation as a people. We have nothing against the Ibira or the Tiv, just name it. Even the Kanu'S. We have nothing against these normal people because they are also suffering as we are suffering. So those who have made it a point to begin to attack in our land, what has never, it doesn't happen. Even with all provocations in the north, when they do their riots and attack our people and kill our people, you will see that most of the time the Biafra land is peaceful because the only people that will fight his brother to protect a foreigner or a visitor or a stranger in their land is the Biafra people. This is our characteristics. We are hospitable people. Therefore, those who are residents in our land are safe, and anybody who deliberately and consciously begins to target these visitors in our land, I will tell you that the land of Biafra must pursue you, and the spirit of our ancestors must not let you be and must not let you succeed. Because what will happen is that if they continue on that path, then those millions of our relatives in the north, their lives will be put in very, very, very serious danger. Now, we also learned that the Nigerian security apparatus, they are planning, or they said they want to confiscate your machetes. They want to confiscate your hunting guns. You know, those hunters we have in our communities that go to the bushes and forests to hunt for a living. The Nigerian security, they are telling us that they will confiscate all these instruments that we use, because the market we use them to cultivate in the farm, you know, it's not really a weapon for us. It is something we use to produce, those of us who farm, and to cut trees and the rest of it, or to use in our compounds. These are where we use this tension. Even the whole, they want to take a role as well, because they don't want you to have any weapon, any iron-based weapon in your house, or instrument, not weapon now, any iron-based instrument at your home. Now, you must pay attention, because this is their methodology. They want your bows and arrows, they want your spears. This methodology of disarming their target victim before they let loose on you, before they attack you, they will use the security agents to disarm everything that you may have used to defend your family and defend your honor and defend your life. Because they will think you will use it against those who will come to kill you. So they are following a known path. Biafrans, you must pay attention. The Nigerian government is in cahoots, like apologies to General Theophilus Danjuma. The Nigerian military 100% is in cahoots with the terrorist Fulani herdsmen. They are in cahoots with the bandits that are terrorizing the Middle Belt and every other part of the zoo. They are in sync with their agenda. They are working together. If you don't understand that, then you cannot understand anything. And if you are a Biafran soldier, you are a Biafra in the security apparatus, and you raise your gun against your people, the land of Biafra, our ancestors, will wipe out your family and your generation. I tell you that on this very day, the 24th of May 2022. Because these people are using you against your own blood, and you cannot see, you cannot reason. They will send you into your own land to shoot your people, and you will sheepishly obey because you want to obey command. Can you go in the north and shoot civilians, and they will let you come back alive? Stupid people and morons that call themselves military police. The invasion is on the way. They are about to invade Biafra land, our communities. Therefore, never you surrender to anyone. It does not matter who that person will be. Never you surrender to anyone your defensive objects. In fact, if you do not have anything that you can use to defend yourself, any iron-based material that you can use to defend, because self-defense is an international right, is a human right. If you do not already have anything that you can use to defend yourself, go now and get one and bury them in the ground, for the rainy day is fast approaching. If they come to your house and they ask you, do you have any? Tell them you don't have any. And when that time comes, men, you must keep watch over your household. Our women, you must keep watch over your household. Our young men, you must keep watch over your household. Our young women, you must keep watch over your household. This battle, all of us must in one unison go into it, and like we say, and we shall come out victorious. Because Chukwu Kabiama is on our side. Because the spirits of our ancestors, they are on our side. Because the spirits that protect and guide the land of Biafra, they are on our side. We cannot retreat. We cannot be cowards in our land. We cannot in any manner relinquish the holy land of Biafra to those who are uncircumcised to come and take over and turn our land into a grazing land. It cannot and will not happen to Guadiama. Biafrans, our BBC call and tweeting campaign is ongoing. Many of you, we will call once and you think it's over. This battle must be sustained. That is the uniqueness of IPOB. We sustain the battle even though we may have challenges. We do not waver, and we cannot waver. Use our leader as a point of contact. He cannot. He said he will not disappoint us, and I want to assure Biafrans that this leadership that he has put in place will not disappoint him. Neither will we disappoint the great Biafran people, the children of Chukwu. We will not disappoint you. Our campaign against the British evil and fake narrative must continue. Nobody can help you. No one can do this for you. You must do it yourself. You must tell your story by yourself. Don't allow them to change the narrative. They are making us the victims to be the failure. Are we going to allow them to succeed? I say, may our ancestors forbid. May the land of Biafra reject it. And may Chukwuabiama not allow them or allow us to even contemplate allowing the enemy to overwhelm us. They cannot and they will not. And we shall not allow them to overwhelm us. Our objective, why we began this call and tweeting, must be achieved. Just do what you are asked to do. As we always say, do your part and let the leadership do their part. Do what you have to do. We know what our targets are as far as this BBC call and tweeting campaign is concerned. All of us must continue to call and tweet on this matter for the next 2 weeks. And if we achieve our objective, we will suspend or will postpone the campaign. If we do not, we will extend this campaign until we reach the destination to be at. Now, Nike, Ozadima, and the Ebema people. What on this matter? Because it's coming very, very far indeed. Our people in Ebema must not pay heed to civil politicians that are only interested in using our resources to make donations in northern Nigeria. Why? They neglect the communities of this land. These natural resources. I understand that Nike is now, trying to keep Ebema that belongs to the states to himself, so that he can continue to make the people in the north. I also have it on record that he wants to organize a kind of, I don't know, this people, they are unbelievable. And he wants to do a poll in Ebema. And he has told the Ebema people that each person, when they agree that Ebema should belong to River State, that each Ebema man or Ebema woman, each Ebema person will be paid 150,000 each month if they agree to River State. This is a man. Ask Chike, ask that man, how much he has paid those in other oil producing communities that rightly belong to River State. How much has he paid the capital community, the members of this community that he wants to produce everyone people that he's going to pay them monthly? Some of them are safe, and there are he's moving around, bringing the money that belongs to River State and donating to the north, and he has not paid pensioners. Pensioners are suffering. Pensioners are dying. They are crying. For after serving the state for years and years and years, their only hope of retirement, which is their pension, and to do something, and then allow our people to suffer and die. Now he's going to tell everyone that people pay them shine your eyes, shine your eyes. Let me just say it. I'm sure many of people understand what I'm saying. Be at alert for the benefit of those who do not understand this. Our people in River State, our people in Ebema, our people all over Biafra land, you must be at alert. The time for their politics, useless politics is around the corner. The time that they drink the blood of the innocent is around the corner. The time that they waste the lives of our people is around the corner. And they will come with promises of heaven and earth. At the end of the day, after the election, you will be left dry and hanging. And by that time, you may have willingly sold your own right to those who do not care for you. Now, we have another comedian in Ebony. Another really big comedian, I'll call him. And there's no other way I can describe the man called David Umahi. David Umahi. How many times did I call you? It seems you have learned nothing because you are blinded by your selfish desire to be nothing but a vice presidential candidate to a Fulani. Not even vice president. I'm not talking about vice president because he won't get there. He is only selling his birthright and selling his people and lying against his own race because he wants to be a vice presidential candidate to a Fulani man. You are opening your useless book of cavity to speak ill of your own people by calling them liars in the hope, in the beliefs, in the in the dream that you will influence the Fulani so that they will allow you to play a second fiddle to them. They think the Fulani are stupid. They know once you have sold your people, they know they cannot trust you. How can they trust you because you sold your own people? They will use you as they use the rest, and of course, as they dump the rest, they will dump you. Your time is coming. We are watching you, and your end will be a very, 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 very sorry one. I promise you. Because IPOB is a peaceful movement, but I'm telling you tonight that you people have desecrated our land. You have desecrated the land of Biafra, and the land is angry and will come after all of you, one after the other. When he calls himself whatever he calls himself, the land will come after you. Dave Umai. The land will come after you. The land will come after you. The land will come after all of you. That oh my goodness. The former president's wife said, continue, because of your sharing the blood of the innocent. Continue, but you will not. You will. I don't know if how that story will end at the end of the day, but I can assure you it will not end well for you. Dear friends, I always say that if you have found yourself in this movement and you have remained faithful and loyal to our leader, you have remained faithful and loyal and committed to the structure he put in place. You have not allowed yourself to be distracted even when the whole armada of the arsenal of the Nigerian government was released upon us. You remain faithful, you remain committed, you remain focused. You are one of the blessed that is called for this very work. And I want to join you to continue on that path. For victory is assured us, and it shall no longer be too long. And we shall sing in the land of Biafra to the glory of Chukwuabiama. And of course, we, like our leader said, we shall dance. We shall dance in the street of Biafra to praise his name and to thank him for his wonderful and gracious kindness upon his children. Even though we have strayed, even though we have done so much evil, our ancestors also did. The suffering that we have suffered up to this moment, heavens have seen the hearts of those who genuinely and honestly wants to make a change for our people, who want to sacrifice for their people. Oyendu is a living example. No one I can imagine has loved his people more than this very man, loved our people, that he has given all and continue to suffer for our own good. To continue on this path and to continue our sanitization of this noble family, as to ensure that only the core, to ensure that only the hardcore, to ensure that only the die-hard loyalists of Hindu and the structure he established are in this critical battle together with us. To ensure that we march on unified, without distraction, without leaving any flank of ours open to allow the enemy to come in. Anyone who does not understand what discipline means in a freedom fighting movement such as IPOB is doing, such as our movement, simply has no place in IPOB. This place is not Uzokomun. This place is not Igbo Union or anything that where you can my people please. Forgive me when I go into, I slip into Igbo language. This movement is not the Igbo situation where you do not get what you want, you will break away and then you form association of Igbo organization Canada, Igbo Union USA, or Igbo community in Germany. That is nonsense. IPOB is one indivisible family, one family under one command, and that commander and that leader is Nnamdi. If you don't like it, you can hold the transformer. If you cannot take it, you can as well also you hold the transformer. That is better for you. The following persons, therefore, are hereby relieved of their position of service as IPOB USA regional representatives. These individuals, they have made their choice, and of course, we are a very reasonable people. You make your choice, we allow you because it is your right to make your choice. Mazi Tochukwu Ikwanasi, the IPOB USA former, I hasten to add, the former IPOB USA Eastern Regional Rep, and Mazi Ndidiaworum, the former IPOB USA Mountain Regional Rep, they have made their choice. I think they may have other talents of where they can use better, but being part of this very leadership structure, they have not proved themselves worthy to be part of it, and therefore they are, as at this very night, they are relieved of their positions, and their responsibility will for now be handled as follows. Mazi Samson Ememando in the interim will coordinate the Eastern region, and he will be assisted by Wada Akune. Mazi Samson Ememando will coordinate the Eastern region, the IPOB USA Eastern region in the interim, and to be assisted by Wada Akune. Mazi Nnamdi Chike will coordinate the Mountain region, the IPOB USA Mountain region in the interim, and will as well be assisted by Wada Uriako Obasi. Dr. Donald Azubike is the new IPOB Zonal Coordinator for Washington, D.C. Dr. Donald Azubike is the new Zonal Coordinator for IPOB Washington, D.C. All of these responsibilities take immediate effect, and all IPOB family members and principal officers in the regions and zones contained herein or concerned are directed to give these principal servants the maximum support and cooperation. Biafrans, we must continue to commit only our leader with sincerity of heart into the hands of our ancestors. The spirits that guard Biafra land and into the hand and care of Chukwu Kabiama, that they keep him and guide him and preserve him and grant him victory over our tribusers and all workers of evil and anyone or spirit that is standing in our way to freedom. Biafra to us is not just a name. Biafra is not just our identity. That is who we are. If an Ududua man can say, I am proudly an Ududua person. If an Arewa man can proudly say, I'm an Arewa man, why are you ashamed of answering who you are? I must ask you. So that he will keep you and keep us and preserve us and preserve you, especially those of you in the war front of Biafra land, because that is what I call every morning I pray. I ask people to preserve those in the war because they are actually in the war front. It is only a matter of time before they will declare officially that they are warring against the children of heaven. But be rest assured that you are not alone. Be rest assured that this battle is not only physical. Be rest assured that it's not only you that is in this battle. Be rest assured that your ancestors are with you. And with this, I commend all of you into the hand of our merciful Father Chukwu Abiyama, and into the care of the spirits that guide and preserve and protect their land. And from
That brings us to the end of this update. Do well to like the video, share and subscribe. Thank you very much for always tuning in. I really do appreciate. Share the video and tell your friends about this platform, because the best thing or the best place for you to be is here. Turn on the bell icon so that whenever I drop a new boost like this, you'll be the first to notify. Thank you once again and remain blessed.